I'm proud of our group. I think, we challenged them on the defensive end of the floor, which, they always do a great job on that end, but we needed to take it to another level. And I thought that they accepted that challenge. Obviously, there's still some room for improvement for us. There's no question about that. I thought the way we really shared the ball on offense was critical. We're a team that does like to create some offense from our defense, and we did that. But I thought our half-court execution, our pace, our willingness to make the extra pass or two if need be to get the best shot on the floor, recognizing matchups, and taking what the defense gave us was really good. We slowed down a little bit in that third quarter, but we recovered. It felt like we got stronger as the game went on, and that's what it's going to take.
Questions? Emily? Then Maggie.
Steph, your vets came up big today with AT and DB. I mean, did you see them shift into a different mode coming into playoffs? I mean, what sort of unlocked for them today?
I don't know. I mean, I think that they understand the magnitude of where we are. They've been through it. They understand that it takes another level. It takes another gear. It takes another level of urgency. And the margin for error is smaller. And so I think because they've been there, they understand it. And, they're leading by example. They were locked in.
Maggie, go ahead. Just wondering if you have an update on Ty you're able to share, and if you've had a chance to talk with her since getting injured.
I don't have much of an update yet. I know I saw her on a crutch, so that's not a good thing. But don't have an update yet. I think we'll probably have one a little bit later tonight.
We'll go front row.
Stephanie, I know the playoffs are it's about adjustments, but you adjusted before this game by putting DeWanna on Caitlin. Was it just about more length on her? What went into that decision?
Yeah, I mean, it was about having length. It was about giving us versatility, in our pick and roll situations, giving a different look. So much about this game is about comfort. It's about rhythm. It's about timing. It's about all those things. And how can you make a adjustment that disrupts some of that? And also, kudos to DB for her willingness. She's however many years in this league, and we're asking her to be an elite defender. When most people in this point in their career are, if you're a guard anyway, you're a corner 3-point shooter, and that's about it, right? So I think, credit to her for accepting this challenge. It gave us a different look at the point, and I really liked that.
Coach, you spoke about the team having a 40-minute intensity mindset. How would you rate that mindset today?
Yeah, I think we did for the most part. We didn't have too many lulls on either end where we gave up big runs or we had a lot of empty possessions. I think there was one time in the third where we had 4 empty possessions offensively. And everybody contributed, and that's the other thing about the playoffs. Your bench has to be able to contribute, come in and make a positive impact. No one on our team has to do anything outside of what they do best or play outside themselves. But I thought B came in and was really big for us. Liv, obviously Marina coming off the bench. Everybody was ready to go, and everybody accepted the challenge, and everybody stepped up, and that's what it's going to take.
Steph, with Marina having the game that she did, what did you see from her in the second half that really allowed her to go off with, I think 20 of her points were in that second half? And was this just the sort of impact you all envisioned for her when you all traded for her at the midseason?
Yes, to the second part of that, certainly. Her ability to get hot quickly, her ability to knock shots down, spread the floor. I felt like in the first half she may have been pressing a little bit. I think she got an easy one in the second half, and that kind of got her going. You saw a little bit of relief the first 3 that she hit as well. But, it's just like every time she shoots a shot, I think it's going in. And every time she has the ball in her hand, she's a threat. And so, you have to make sure that you have, an eye on her. And most of the time, you're guarding her with 2 people. And sometimes 3 when she puts people in rotation. So, she was huge for us. She's going to continue to be big for us. Certainly the opportunity for us to bring her on was one that we took because we thought she would get us over the hump.
Hey, Coach. It was pretty even for the first 15 minutes or so of that game. I think you guys went on a 10-2 run to end the half. Do you remember what you guys were really able to do to just create that separation?
I think we talked about it at the 5-minute mark, and then again at the 2:35 mark, right into half. It's just making a run going into half. Stringing a few stops together, making sure that we have good execution on the offensive end. Really trying to go into the half with a little momentum. And obviously Indiana's a good team, and they're a tough matchup because of what they can do offensively. But just really challenging our team to use our defense to fuel a little bit of offense.
Steph, it seems like it's a normal day in the office when AT gets a triple-double, and she just affects everything on both ends of the court so well. What do you see out of her? I mean, you see her every day. Is this just tonight was a normal night for her, so to speak? Yeah,
it's crazy, right? Like, we almost take it for granted. I hope that we remind ourselves not to. It's not normal, you guys. Like, it's just not normal to have this many triple doubles. And half the time I don't even know when she's close. I think somebody said it, once she got it, but she just affects the game in a lot of areas. And her ability to be big on the boards for us, especially on the defensive boards, that was a key. We needed a rebound. Facilitating the pace she played in transition offense, I thought was really good, and we need that. And she's able to facilitate in transition a lot because of that pace. And I was really, really pleased that she was aggressive offensively. I think that's got to be a difference maker for us. She's got to be hunting some of those shot opportunities, especially around that 8 to 10 foot range. If they're going to leave her open, she's got to shoot with confidence and knock it down. And I loved how she did that today.
Hey, Coach, to piggyback off that, with AT, near the end of the game, she seemed like she rolled her ankle or whatever. She seemed like she's fine. I know you had this issue with Brianna also. Like, do you sometimes have to remind yourself, like, have that not fight, but, like, have that conversation where, like, when you guys are up by 19-20, like, pull her out? Because I'm pretty sure she'll never go out. She'll play all 40 minutes if she can.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. Obviously, it also depends on your opponent. When you're a team that shoots the ball like Indiana does, with the way that the three-point shot affects the game, you're never safe. But AT has some issues with that ankle anyway, and so we always are mindful of it. She knew that she needed to come out at that time too, and certainly we felt comfortable putting DB at the 4 at that point.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.